We all know the image, a muscular, steel-willed warrior, the pinnacle of Roman martial prowess. But these elite fighters were called barley eaters, fueled by a mostly vegetarian diet. This wasn't a mistake. Their carb-heavy diet was a calculated strategy to build a protective layer of fat. And for recovery, they drank a bizarre tonic of ash and vinegar to strengthen their bones. Their diet is just the start. We'll dismantle the myths of their training, society, and their real chances of survival. A gladiator's life started in a sophisticated school called a ludus, run by specialized instructors or doctores. Recruits trained for hours against a post called a palace, using wooden swords double the weight of real weapons. Training was brutally efficient. They learned a flashy slash was for show, but a direct stab was far more lethal. So they were highly trained athletes with a strange diet. But how did this intense regimen affect their daily lives? A trained gladiator was an incredibly expensive asset to their owner. Losing one was a major financial blow. So they received medical care far superior to the average citizen, including doctors, massages, and recovery baths. The barley diet, the ash tonic, the advanced medicine, it all served to keep this valuable weapon in fighting condition. But the story gets more complex. Not all gladiators were slaves. Many were volunteers, free men known as auctorati. Why choose this life? For fame, glory, and prize money. For some, it was the only way to escape massive debt. This created a strange paradox. They were huge celebrities, yet legally belonged to the infams class, with prostitutes. So you have these valuable celebrity outcasts. When they entered the arena, was it always a fight to the death? Contrary to the movies, most fights did not end in death. But just how low were their mortality rates, really? During the Empire's height, a loser's chance of death in a fight was only about 1 in 5, though rates did fluctuate. A defeated gladiator could yield by dropping their shield and raising a single finger, leaving their fate to the sponsor. The high survival rate came down to economics. A popular veteran was simply too valuable an investment to kill over one loss. And the famous thumbs-down gesture, it's probably a modern invention. The real sign may have been a thumb to the throat. This was a complex society with its own rules, and even a path to a life beyond the sand. But what did that look like? Inside the ludus, these fighters formed surprisingly close communities. Memorial stones show many were married and had families. The gladiator ranks even included a few women. Known as gladiatrices, they were a rare novelty, and laws blocked nobles from joining. For a gladiator with a family, the ultimate prize wasn't money, but freedom. And this was a tangible possibility. A gladiator who fought well for years could be awarded a rudis, a simple wooden sword that symbolized their total liberation. A freed rudiarius found their skills in high demand. They became trainers, bodyguards, or returned for huge paydays. Now the full picture appears. The reason a gladiator got superior medical care was to protect the owner's investment, and their outcast legal status was countered by skills so valuable they could earn a life of wealth denied to ordinary citizens. Even their strange vegetarian diet makes perfect sense now. It was about surviving the quick, lethal stab, not looking muscular. This was a brutal, sophisticated world. But why did Rome need it on such a massive scale? The games were more than spectacle. They were a political tool for emperors to display power and pacify the masses. In the arena, the gladiator embodied Roman values. They were taught to face death with courage, a performance for the city. The gladiator's life was one of extreme contradictions. A vegetarian athlete, a superstar outcast, and a valuable mortal asset. Their reality was far more complex than the myths suggest. What part of the gladiator's true story surprised you the most?